Hey guys, my name is Francis and you're welcome to the bread and butter strategy for volatility indices 75, volatility index 75. All right, I want to assure you that if you patiently watch through these lessons, you're going to make a lot of money using this free strategy I'm giving you out just for free. This is my own way of giving back to the community. All right, it's been quite a long journey throughout the year. All right, so I thought that let me give you something that is going to make you money. All right, at least with just VIX 75 you can make some money, possibly so you can pay for mentorship and possibly so you can pay for the paid version of this training. All right, don't bother whether this is free or paid. The most important thing is that you are going to make money using this strategy. All right, this is something I've taught to some of my paid students, but I decided to give you something out of it so that at least with just this approach to VIX 75 you can make some money, and then when you make money from it you can come back to pay for the full version of the training, or you can come back to pay for other mentorships so that you can increase your sight to the market. Remember, this is foreign exchange, and of course the more you know, the more you see, the more you make out of the market. All right, so let's quickly dive into the market. I do not intend to keep any of the videos longer than it should be. I want these videos to be at most 7 minutes to 10 minutes so that you guys can go through these videos without taking a lot of time. So our first lesson for today is going to be introduction to candlesticks, and this is for beginners, some of you who are beginners to the market. All right, I'm trying to make this training comfortable for both beginners and those who have experience trading the market. All right, so we're just going to revisit introduction to candlesticks. All right, so there are basically two types of candles in the market. We have either a bullish candle or a bearish candle. Simply put, bullish, all right, or bearish candle. So I'm going to differentiate between the bullish and the bearish candle, all right, with their colors. We're going to keep our bullish candle green, and we're going to keep our bearish candle, we're going to keep it red. This is bearish, so let's keep our bearish candle red. All right, let's keep it red. Okay, so this is our bearish candle while this is our bullish candle. Let's label this bullish. Bullish. The word bullish means that price action is buying. All right, it means that the market has a tendency to go up, and that's why it is bullish. All right, so we have bullish here and we have bearish candle right here. Bearish means that the market is selling or has a tendency to sell. It's as simple as ABC. All right, so overall there are two types of candle you would see in the market, whether you are trading synthetic indices or any other markets. It's either a bullish or bearish candle. All right, candlesticks actually are a chart pattern of representation. There are actually three types of chart representation: either the candlestick charts, the line charts, or the bar charts. But over 95% of traders across the world, all right, use the candlestick chart patterns to interpret price action because it's mostly accepted across the world, and it shows us more information than any other chart representation does. All right, so a candlestick has an anatomy. It's made up of a high, it's made up of a low, it's made up of a body, and it's made up of something we call wicks or shadow. All right, I'm talking about the anatomy of the candle. A candle has a high, a candle has a low, whether it's bearish or bullish. An ideal candle will have a high, will have a low. So something they have in common, both bullish and bearish, they would have a high. All right, whether it's bullish or bearish, it will have a low, it will have a body, it will have what we call wicks or a wick or shadow. All right, both candles, whether bullish or bearish, will have these things because this is what makes the candles common. It makes them common. Okay, so this is the thing that makes bullish and bearish candle common. But the only difference between a bullish and bearish candle is seen in the candle open. Of course, something I forgot to add here. All right, it will have a candle open and a candle close. Candle open and candle close. The difference between the bullish and bearish candle is seen in their opening price and closing price. What do I mean? What I mean is that a bullish candle would usually have its opening lower, all right, because we anticipate to see price go up. That's why it is bullish. So if the opening price of that candle is lower and price closes above, what that means is that we have a bullish candle. So price action would open lower, price would open lower and then close higher. That's a bullish candle. When the opening is higher and the close is lower, so price opens high but closes below, that is a bearish candle. Okay, that is a bearish candle. Then if price opens lower, then trades below before we start to see again rejection happening, and then we see the candle trades high and ends up closing below the high here. What this means is that we have a candle that has a low. This is the lowest price this candle has traded to, and the highest price this candle has traded to. Okay, even though it closed below the high it has traded to. All right, then that means that what this means is that it is called a wick or shadow. So this wick that you see here, this line here, this high, it's called a wick or shadow. This one too is called a wick or shadow. The high of that wick is called the high of the candle. The low of that wick is called the low of the candle. This is the body of the candle. All right, when the candle opening is lower, as seen here, so we'll say that this is the candle open, this is the candle close. Then what we have here is a bullish candle. Bullish candle will have its opening price lower and the closing price is higher. Closing price is higher than the opening price. All right, so the same thing for a bearish candle. When the candle opens high and then closes below, that's a bearish price action. Okay, however, when we see the candle opens high and then trades up to that price level, that's the high here, then we now start to see rejection until price traded low. All right, price traded to this low, then we now see a rejection that closed above the low of that candle. So that means price open here, traded above to that highest level, traded below to the lowest low, then closed here. This is a bearish candle. Why is it a bearish candle? Because we have the opening higher and the closing price lower. Okay, so bearish candle means that we are selling. Bullish candle means that we are buying, or institutions are buying. All right, institutions are buying, banks are buying. That's what it means. When it's red candle or bearish candle, the reason why I had to explain this to you, all right, is so that you know the psychology behind a bearish and a bullish candle. It's not just because of the colors. It's not just because of the colors. When you put your cursor on the candle, you'll be able to see the opening price above here, like I'm showing you here. That O there means the opening price. This means the high of the candle. This means the low of the candle. This means the close of the candle. So you can literally know whether the opening is lower than the closing price. That's where you even know that this is a bullish or a bearish candle. All right, so literally I'm going to show you on the chart. This is the daily time frame of VIX 75. You can see 24 hours, and I'm doing this on TradingView charts, deriv.tradingview.com. all right, so you can see that this is a bullish candle. Why is it a bullish candle? The green candle here, when you put your cursor on it, you would see that the opening price here You can see it above there, right above. Let's do this. Let me get a line that's going to tell me about the opening price. This is the opening price, and you can check the price right above here. So this is the opening price, 322172. That's the opening price. What's the low of this candle? The low of the candle is 314675, right above here. That's where I'm reading 314675. The high of the candle is 33. You can see it's higher than the low, 334227. The opening is 322172. The closing price is 330689, higher than the opening price. That's a bullish candle. All right, then this is a bearish candle. The same thing. You will notice that the opening price is 354430. The closing price is 322. So 35 was the opening, the closing is 322. You can see lower than the opening price. That's a bearish candle. So simply, I just want you to know that when you see candles like that, a candle has a high, it has a low, it has a body, it has a wick, and the difference between a bullish candle and a bearish candle is that the opening price of a bullish candle is always lower than the closing price, while the closing price of a bearish candle is always lower than the opening of a bearish candle. Like we see here, closing price is lower than the opening price. Alright guys, so go to your chart, study the candles, be able to identify bullish, bearish candle. You can set the candles to suit your own taste of color. That's just what I want you to learn about candlesticks, nothing more. I'm not going to teach you different types of candle chart patterns. It's not important for what we're about to do. I know about them, but it's not important.